Hello, I'm Jose from the Merrimack River Watershed Council. In this video, I will show you how to calibrate the Hach Pocket Pro Plus Multi-2 Tester. If you're a backup sampler who's covering a site for someone else, you shouldn't need to watch this video. Your hack should already be calibrated. If you have been made a permanent sampler recently, or you just want a refresher on how to calibrate, continue on. From your take-home kit, you will need your hack, your bottle of deionized water, and your 2 packets. Take your bottle of deionized water and spray the cap and the sensor into the hack and turn on the hack. The order of which calibration you do doesn't matter, but for the purposes of this video, we're going to start with pH. Press and hold the top button to change the hack's parameter to pH. Then press the middle button on the hack to enter calibration mode. You should see a small graph in the left corner of the screen to confirm that the hack is in calibration mode. Grab your packets and put aside the orange one for now. Both of these packets contain the calibration standards that you need to calibrate your machine, and can both go down your drain when the calibration process is complete. There should be enough fluid in both of those to last you 2 calibration cycles. If you ever need more, you can come by the office to pick them up after a sampling, or anytime during the week. Open the packet with the green lettering. The green packet's used to calibrate the hack for pH readings, how acidic or basic the water is. You want to pour the liquid in the sampling cap about halfway and place the cap onto the hack as normal. The bottom row of the screen should now read 7.00, the calibration standard that is in the cup. The top row of the screen will read out what the machine is currently sensing, as it does in the field during our normal tests when you have river water in it. The numbers on the top row should be allowed to settle for a moment. This could vary by machine and take as little as 5 seconds to well over 30. The top row doesn't need to read 7.01, it just needs to stop at a number. You want the number on the top row to be stable. If the number in the 1s and 10s column are stable, so in this case the 7 and the 1, but the number in the hundreds column is moving up or down, but very slightly or very slowly as it did just now, the 5, that's okay too. Take your data sheet and in the reading before pH calib box, write down whatever number this is that the machine has settled onto. In this case, 7.15. Press the middle button. The reading on the top row will now flash 3 times, confirming that the machine has accepted this reading. Your bottom row is now going to flash between 4.01 and 10.01. The pH scale runs between 0 and 14. To calibrate water testing equipment for that range, there are 3 different standards that can be used: 7, 4, and 10. The hack is capable of calibrating 4, 7, 4, and 10, a 3-point calibration, but for our purposes testing freshwater rivers, we only need to calibrate 7, which is a 1-point calibration. The machine here is asking for either of the other 2 standards. We don't use them. So now you can press and hold the middle button. The screen will flash end, and the hack will just accept 7. You will return to the normal sampling mode, where the bottom row is always temperature, and the top is whatever the machine is reading. Let the machine sit for 10 to 15 seconds, and see what the reading is from the top row again, and write that number down in the reading after pH calib box on your data sheet. After that, you can toss the pH solution down your drain. Now for conductivity. Again, make sure to spray the probe and sampling cup with the deionized water. The pH calibration standard we just did only calibrates the pH parameter on the machine. The conductivity calibration standard will calibrate for conductivity, salinity, and total dissolved solid parameters, since all 3 of those are affected by salt content in the water. Take your deionized water and spray the cap and probes in the hack as before. Press and hold the top button to change the parameter to conductivity. and press the middle button as before, and the little graph again should appear on the bottom left corner. The bottom row of the screen will flash different numbers randomly. This is the Hach's automatic standard detection. It just means the machine is trying to determine what system of measure the standard in the cup is using. There are 3 different systems of measure. We are using the system of measure that stipulates 1413 microsiemens per centimeter conductivity standard, which is the orange packet. Just open and pour the fluid from the orange packet, as you had before, into the cup, and the Hach will automatically catch the conductivity type and adjust accordingly. Let the numbers on the top row settle. If the first 3 numbers are stable, but the last number may be flickering between 2 different readings or is moving very slowly after 30 seconds, it's fine to accept that reading. Write down whatever number you see in the reading before calib box on your data sheet, remembering the unit. Where pH doesn't have a unit at all, conductivity has units that can change, called siemens. During calibration, it should be microsiemens. It will be to the right of the number on the top row with a fancy looking U with an uppercase S next to it. That's a microsiemen. The number will flash 3 times, confirming that the Hach has accepted the reading. And the machine will automatically flash end and return you to the normal testing screen, where the bottom row is always temperature and the top is whatever the machine is sensing from the sample. Let this number settle for 10 to 15 seconds, as before with pH, and write down whatever number you see for conductivity, remembering the unit. This has been a video on how to calibrate the Hach. If you run into any issues or have any questions, feel free to contact the water quality coordinator. Thank you.